good, YouTube? In today's video, I'm showcasing my top 5 meta loadouts in Warzone 3. But instead of giving you guys my overall meta loadouts, I'm going to be giving you guys the best SMGs you could be running in the current meta. So, of course, stay tuned for that. But real quick, I want to give a massive shout out to the Noti gang. Without further ado, let's hop directly into the list. All right, so starting off the list, I actually have 2 honorable mentions that didn't make the top 5 for the list, but I simply have to talk about. With the first one being the MCW assault rifle that we could turn into one of the best SMGs in the entire game. If you guys don't know, the MCW has a conversion kit that makes it to where you could fly around the map. You have a ridiculous time to kill, and I feel like not nearly enough people are talking about it. So of course, for the first attachment, I'm gonna go ahead and toss on the Jack Raven kit for our conversion kit, which this is the attachment taking it from an assault rifle and turning it into one of the best SMGs in Warzone 3. And now with it being an SMG, we do want to be as fast as humanly possible. So I'm gonna go ahead and toss on the XRK Edge BW4 hand stop, giving you guys that aim, walking speed, movement speed, ADS speed, and sprint to fire speed, just making it to where you're absolutely gliding around the map. And with being super fast around the map, you also need to be super snappy. So I went ahead and tossed on the RB Rapid Strike grip for our rear grip, giving you guys a boost for that sprint to fire speed and ADS speed, making it to where you're even quicker. And then obviously with all these fast mobility attachments and the conversion kit, the build does get pretty bouncy. So for the muzzle, we're gonna toss on the brand new Quartermaster suppressor, which if you guys don't know, just dropped with the season 5 update. It keeps you guys off that mini map, and it completely gets rid of all the recoil for your build. And of course, for the last and final attachment, we got the 40 round mag, which as you guys can tell is the biggest mag option for the conversion kit, so it's absolutely essential for the build. But that's my full build for the MCW SMG and the first honorable mention on the list. So make sure you guys go through, give the entire bit a try, and tell me the highest kill game you guys get with it. Let me get you guys my other honorable mention real quick. For the next honorable mention, we have the WSP Stinger pistol, which I had to put it as an honorable mention because it's not technically an SMG. Same thing as the MCW, but it's so good that I couldn't just not give you guys these builds. So same thing here, the most important attachment for the build is the Akimbo rear grip, taking it from 1 WSP Stinger and turning it into 2. And then from here, we just want to boost the hipfire accuracy and the damage as much as we possibly can. So sliding over to the muzzle, we're going to go all the way to the end and toss on the S37DL breacher device, giving you guys that melee damage, but most importantly, giving you guys that hipfire spread minimum and spread maximum. Then sliding up to the barrel, I went ahead and tossed on the His Short light barrel, giving you guys that damage range, bolt velocity, and aiming auto sway, making sure the WSP Stinger's hitting harder and you're getting closer to hit scan. And like I was saying, with it being akimbo, we do want to be super accurate from the hip. So for the laser, we're going to go ahead and toss on the X10 sidearm L400, giving you guys even more hipfire accuracy and hip recoil control. And of course, for the last and final attachment, and in my opinion, the only problem with the WSP Stingers is the mag size, but we're going to toss on the 32 round mag. So you're going to be reloading after every single kill, but you guys can definitely make it work. So like I said, same thing as the MCW. The only reason this and the MCW didn't make the top 5 list is because they're not technically in the SMG category. So make sure you guys go through, give the entire bit a try, and tell me the highest kill game you guys get with it. Those are the honorable mentions. So let's hop into the actual list now. Hopping into the actual list now, at the number 5 spot, I have the Striker SMG, one of the more consistent SMGs that we have in Warzone 3. And in my opinion, it is super underrated. I am going to give you guys my no recoil build. So of course, starting off with the muzzle, same thing as the MCW, we're going to toss on the brand new Quartermaster suppressor, which like I was saying, just came out with the season 5 update. It's keeping you guys off that mini map and completely getting rid of any recoil you had on the build. Then to mix in perfect with the muzzle is the Striker Recon long barrel, giving you guys some aiming auto sway, bolt velocity, and damage range, making sure the Striker is hitting harder. You're going to be getting closer to hit scan, and it's giving you guys that hidden boost for the aiming auto sway, which makes it to where it feels more accurate. Then of course, with it being my no recoil build, we're going to slide over to the stock and toss in the Lockman Recon series stock, giving you guys that gun kick control, aiming auto sway, and recoil control. Of course, making sure the Striker is way more accurate. And even with us focusing on the recoil control, we still want it to be a super fast SMG. So I'm going to go ahead and toss on the XRK Edge BW4 hand stop, giving you guys that aim, walking speed, movement speed, ADS speed, and sprint to fire speed, making sure you guys are a whole lot faster on the map. And of course, for the last and final attachment, we have the 48 round mag, increasing that mag capacity, but also holding on to a little bit more mobility compared to the 60 round drum mag. But that's the number 5 spot and my no recoil Striker build. So make sure you guys go through, give the entire bit a try, and tell me the highest kill game you guys get with it. Let's hop directly into number 4. And in that number 4 spot, we have the FJX Horus SMG, which is pretty crazy to say because not too long ago, a lot of people had this in their number 1 spot. Same thing here for the muzzle. I'm gonna go ahead and toss on the brand new Quartermaster suppressor, which like I keep saying over and over, is keeping you guys off that mini map and making sure the FJX Horus has 0 recoil. And then sliding up to the barrel, we are gonna toss on the Sin 9 long barrel, giving you guys that bolt velocity and damage range, aiming auto sway, and firing aim stability, making sure the FJX Horus is hitting harder. You're gonna be getting closer to hit scan, and it's also making sure you're even more accurate. One of my favorite things about the Horus is the mobility. So of course, we're gonna go ahead and toss on the Ripper light stock. I know a lot of people like the no stock, but in my opinion, it just makes it to where it has way too much visual recoil. So like I said, we're going to toss on the Ripper light stock, giving you guys the aim, walking speed, sprint to fire speed, and movement speed. So on top of the horse already having really good mobility, this is just going to make it to where you're even faster. And then mixing it perfect with the barrel is the high grain ammunition, which I will say is 100% personal preference. If you guys do want to swap this out for a different attachment, you absolutely can. But for this is going to be giving us that bolt velocity and damage range. Again, making sure the FJX horse is hitting harder and you're getting closer to hit scan. And of course, for the last and final attachment, we have the 60 round drum mag, which like I was saying in one of my past videos, if you check the detailed stats, it has the same cons as the 48 round mag. So there's really no reason not to run it. But that's my full build for the FJX horse SMG in Warzone 3 Season 5. I'm telling you guys, this thing is still absolutely incredible. And not too long ago, this was considered the best SMG in the entire game. So if you guys haven't already, go through, give the entire bit a try and tell me the highest kill game you guys get with it. That's my loaded number 4. So let's hop directly into number 3. Then hopping directly into number 3, we have the WSP9, which I'm pretty sure actually caught a nerf with the Season 5 update, but it's just one of those SMGs where if you hit your shots, you're basically going to win every single gunfight. So same thing here, we are going to toss on the brand new Quartermaster suppressor. This is basically on all my builds, so I'm done telling you guys what it's doing. It's just giving you guys the exact same pros and cons. And to speed us up a little bit, we are going to toss on the his short light barrel, giving you guys that ADS speed, sprint to fire speed, and sprint speed, just making it to where you're absolutely flying around the map. And speaking of flying around the map, we're going to slide over to the stock and toss on the WSP factory stock, giving you guys that ADS speed, movement speed, and sprint speed, just making sure you guys are even faster. And of course, speaking of being faster, it is an SMG, so we want to be as fast as humanly possible. So we're also going to toss on the DR6 hand stop, giving you guys that ADS speed, aim, walking speed, sprint to fire speed, and movement speed. And of course, for the last and final attachment, we have the 40 round mag, increase that mag capacity, but also holding on to a little bit more mobility compared to the 50 round mag. But that's my full WSP9 build in Warzone 3 Season 5. I'm telling you guys, even after the nerf, it's just one of those SMGs where if you're on, you're gonna win every single gunfight possible. So make sure you guys go through, give the entire bit a try and tell me the highest kill game you guys get with it. Let's hop directly into number 2. Number 2, we got the Superi 46, which this is gonna be a little bit different from the list that I dropped on update day because the Superi did end up catching another nerf, slightly dropping the damage. But hopping directly into this build, of course, for the muzzle, I am running the brand new Quartermaster suppressor, which like I've been telling you guys over and over is keeping you guys off that mini map, and it's gonna make it to where the Superi has 0 recoil. And with the original nerf that we got with Season 5, all that they messed with was the mobility. So I'm gonna go ahead and toss on the Bore 99 short barrel, giving you guys that sprint to fire speed, ADS speed, and movement speed. And speaking of flying around the map, we are also gonna be tossing on the Rescue 9 stock, giving you guys a boost for that attack sprint speed, movement speed, sprint speed, and recoil control. Again, making sure you guys are a whole lot faster, but it's also gonna make it to where you guys are even more accurate. The mixing it perfect with the stock and the barrel is the DR6 hand stop, giving you guys even more ADS speed, aim, walking speed, sprint to fire speed, and movement speed, which like I keep saying over and over, we just want it to be as fast as humanly possible. And of course, for the last and final attachment, we have the 40 round mag, increase that mag capacity, making sure you don't have to reload after every single kill. But that's my full build for the Superi 46 SMG in Warzone 3 Season 5. I'm telling you guys, I had this in my number 1 spot, but after it caught another nerf, it did drop down to that number 2 spot. So make sure you guys go through, give the entire bit a try and tell me the highest kill game you guys get with it. Let me get you guys the final build on the list. Loaded number 1. And in the number 1 spot, we have the brand new Static HV SMG that we just got with the Season 5 update. So same thing here, we're going to start off with the muzzle. Of course, I am running the brand new Quartermaster suppressor, giving you guys the exact same pros and cons. And mixing in absolutely perfect with the muzzle is the FSS Guardian stock, giving you guys that recoil control, firing aim stability, and gun control, making sure the Static HV isn't moving whatsoever. And just like I was saying with all the other SMG builds, we do want to be as fast as humanly possible. So we're going to go ahead and toss on the Auger 840 light barrel, giving you guys that ADS speed, sprint to fire speed, and movement speed, making it to where you're absolutely gliding around the map. Then to mix in absolutely perfect with the barrel is the DR6 hand stop, which I have this on a few of the builds on the list. So same thing as the muzzle. This is just going to give you guys the exact same pros and cons. And one of my favorite things about the Static HV is it starts out with a default mag of 50, so it saves us an attachment slot and lets us use something else. So for the last attachment on the build, I am going to toss in the Warcat 90 grip for our rear grip, giving you guys even more sprint to fire speed and ADS speed, mixing it perfect with the barrel and the underbarrel, making sure you guys are even faster. But that's my full build for the brand new Static HV SMG in Warzone 3 Season 5. Like I was saying, this is the brand new SMG that we just got in Warzone 3, and it's already the best in the entire game. So make sure you guys go through, give the entire bit a try and tell me the highest kill game you guys get with it. That's it for the video.